Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome in. Episode 9 of a Pretty Bad Sports podcast. I'm here with my two stud co-hosts, Mr. Diesel, and we got Pick Flair. What's good, fellas? Happy Thursday. How we feeling?
Happy Thursday.
How we feeling?
Feeling great.
Let's fucking go, boys.
Pick Flair. I thought you were frozen for a minute, but you were just loading up a big old fucking woo.
I was just sometimes you go to woo, and what you need is to just relax for a second and let it, naturally woo itself.
Oh, okay.
And that's what really just happened right there.
The key is to not overdo that.
Absolutely.
Is kind of what you're saying.
Bro,
Or
if
you
you
can't.
overexert your woos,
Yeah.
you become a wow. It's too much.
Your
don't need
W's
that
get
here.
all mixed up.
It's too much. Two W's in 1 week, like that. It's not natural, right?
What do you
week
walking
by week,
about?
day by day.
What are you talking about, buddy?
What are you
Yeah,
walking
hey,
about?
this is football, bro. One dub at a time.
What's wave one football?
Okay.
Wave 'em
Sorry, you
football.
got me all with the W talk right now.
Yeah,
Oh, boy.
Britain.
Oh boy.
Not good. Not good. All right,
So,
there we go.
Let's
just
talk
tying
about
it
this.
in here.
Let's talk about this fantastic matchup tonight on Thursday
boy.
night at Soldier Field as your 1-4 Washington Commanders take on the Chicago Bears.
Let's go, Diesel. I haven't been that
go,
excited for this game until right now.
I'm trying to
Let's
fire you
go.
up because this is a fucking pillow fight tonight.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, this game stinks, huh? But Doyle's got me ready to watch some fucking football tonight. Let's
Hey,
go.
Hey, listen, this game's terrible, boys. But there's one thing we
Nothing
can
good
watch.
about it.
I know.
except-
No, there is. There's one thing good
I know
about
what
it.
it is.
I know you both know what it is, right?
I know you both
know
should
what
type.
it is.
Yeah.
Gah. Ain't no linebacker in this league ready to shoot a man that's gonna keep running at him. B-Rob is back.
He's
And
back.
RB1
tonight-
status, baby.
Dude, he took over RB1 last week with lead in his leg.
Yeah.
9 touches to Antonio Fraudson's 3 touches. Right now, I'm telling you, tonight, and I'll be honest, when I made this claim last night about B-Rob having a boom week, I completely forgot it was on Thursday night, and I hate Thursday night games. I hate that I called a boom player for a Thursday night game, but I'm sticking with it, man. This man is built different. He got shot in the leg twice and ran at the man with the gun. Ain't a linebacker in the
50
league
cent.
that's going to be doing that.
He's
Yeah.
legit
Get
50
outta
cent.
I see that N'Keal Harry is listed as out for the Chicago Bears tonight. That's unfortunate.
Oh,
Who's
really?
that?
Because he has us noted on the calendar that he's ready for the Patriots. Leather.
That's what he said.
Yeah.
Dude.
Circle the calendar when we play the Patriots. Loser.
Just to be inactive for no reason.
Yeah. He probably won't even play.
That's what I'm
Completely
saying. He's going
forgot
to
he
be
was on the team.
inactive for fucking some
Yeah,
other
loser.
bum.
He's getting out fucking touched by Equanimous St. Brown and Byron Pringle right now. I'm not worried about
I
it.
don't even remember who I picked to win this game.
This honestly was a tough matchup to pick.
What?
You see, this is one of those games, right? It could end up being a good game if it's enough of a dogfight. But I don't even know if I see that happening though. I think it's more likely going to be like the Broncos and Colts last week. It's just going to be pathetic.
Rob, I have a question. Rob, who did I pick last week, please? Or for this game, I mean.
I got
This
the
game's
Commanders.
so bad that I could
I got
go
the
either way.
Commanders. Yeah, I got the Commanders.
I picked the Washington football team is what I wrote down. I won't call them the Commanders. They're the football team to me.
Oh, football.
And I think your boy is gonna lead the way tonight, Crow.
D-Rob.
Yeah.
B-Rob. Hey, listen,
Diesel.
if you go to Pick Flair's Pick Flair's page right now, you look back to right after draft season was happening, you saw a real nice tip that would have been real useful right now, because if you drafted B-Rob but didn't draft a kicker, toss that boy on IR, pick up a kicker, you would have a man tonight with 2 bullets in his leg that's about to run some motherfuckers over.
All
If
right.
you didn't listen to Pick Flair, fuck you.
This guy. Why does it do that?
Why do I feel like Diesel's about to pick the Bears on me?
Diesel, who
Well.
you got tonight?
I took Washington.
Okay.
I just
We're
think
all on
Washington. I think Washington has a better offense. As much as their record doesn't show, I think their offense is definitely better than the Bears.
Yeah.
Bro, wasn't Wentz like a QB like 6 or 7 for the first 3
Yeah,
weeks? Like
yeah.
he's not.
He was like a
I
top
mean, they were
quarterback.
behind in every game, but throwing the ball pretty well. The problem is Dotson and Logan Thomas both being out. But Curtis Samuel looks like what we thought he was going to be last year. B-Rob came back. Terry McLaurin is still talent-wise one of the best receivers in the league. It's I don't know. I think that they should be able to edge him out. I just don't know how the game's going to look.
Okay.
Well, I'm already done with this pillow fight talks. Let's talk about our power rankings.
Yeah,
Let's
let's get
talk
off
about
this
the
game.
big boy power rankings.
Oh, let's go, Doyle. We need to see the once it pulls up here. It's a little delayed. But I made a lot of changes to mine. How
Yeah,
about you
I
guys?
definitely got some. I definitely booted some teams out, and some guys moved up the board for me.
Yeah.
And here
Let's
we
go
go.
with you guys first then, because I don't think I made as much
Here we
changes as you guys did. So I'd like to hear your changes and why, and then we can go into me and why I didn't make that many changes.
I'll tell you one. I had to leave the Bahamas, and I no longer am in on the Dolphins right this moment. So I had to, I had to get them out of there.
I mean, now they're at the same quarterback status that the Patriots are with a QB3. The difference is that Skylar Thompson,
Is
he ain't
not
it, boy.
it. He is
Nah,
not
he
it.
ain't it. Nah, he
High
can run
School
the ball a little
Musical.
bit. They can go back to
High School
fucking the
Musical.
Wildcat and want to bring Ronnie Brown back onto the roster, but no, I
Diesel,
don't
what's
see
a
it.
change? What's the big change you made on yours?
I definitely booted out the Dolphins, and the 49ers are my
Yeah, please tell
number
us about
two.
49ers. Please.
Dude.
Let's address that right fucking now. Why are they number 2?
Defense wins championships, and this is the number one defense in all categories right now. And I just think the 49ers are clicking right now. I think Jimmy G's looking solid right now, and the team they're playing good football. They're shutting teams down.
Okay.
And the defense is just dominant right now. So they just need to stay healthy. I know Bosa got banged up last game, but they didn't say he's ruled out for this week. But this 49ers defense, that's not a fun team to play against right now. So
Yeah.
I'm all 49ers right now.
Okay.
I don't hate it. Just
Pick
needed
Flair.
a good reasoning, and you gave me a good reasoning for it, so I'm okay with that.
All right, Pick Flair. I want you to attack my power rankings. Come on, come at me right now. I want you to come at me right now.
Well, you know what's crazy is that I think like your power rankings this week actually make a good amount of sense. Like, I mean, I think the Vikings are a little high, right? Like, I think right now this Cowboys team beats that Vikings team. I even think that like Packers and Chargers in a playoff game probably beat the Vikings team.
I would put the Cowboy. My reason for the Cowboys being lower is I mean I know their backups obviously playing well enough, but like if Dak was playing, I would definitely have them above the Vikings.
Yeah, which like I mean,
That's it for me.
he's the problem with Dak coming back that I see is that coming off injury, we've seen Dak come back from an injury, right, and it's hurt him a little bit sometimes, where in terms of like catching stride. So I think that Cooper Rush right now is making a real good case for him continuing, and it's going to come down to this week. If he beats the Eagles this week, which the big question that I have is like, if the Cowboys defense beats the Eagles, because that's the more likely. Like I'm taking the Cowboys with the points this week to beat the Eagles. I don't know if they're going to beat them outright, but I think this is probably the first game that the Eagles have a very good chance of losing. Very good chance of losing. So I know that there's been talks of like if Cooper Rush beats the Eagles, how do you sit him? You sit him because it's the Cowboys defense that is really elite right now. And I think that Dak is still better than Cooper Rush, but the lag weeks, right? If there's going to be 2 or 3 lag weeks, it's a little scary. So I really don't know what the fuck they do, man. I just love the Cowboys defense right now. It's why I put them in my top 5 because like Diesel said, defense wins championships, man. And even though the 49ers are number 1 across the board, I still think right now the best defense in the league by the eye test is the Cowboys. They're crushing it.
Yeah, they're proving a lot of people right now.
They're gonna find a way to blow it. I'm not buying in on the Cowboys. I think their defense is absolutely balling right now at this point in the season, but I'm not buying into them at all.
I have a question for both your power rankings. How come I don't see the Giants in there? 4-1 Giants took out the Packers.
No, honestly, that is ridiculous. They should. I think just being 4-1, honestly, I think they got to be in there. I think that's probably the mistake of mine.
And the other thing I got to give them respect is, dude, Daniel Jones is winning games without any receivers. Like, they're legit winning games without any receivers they have.
He's also not throwing the ball. So here's why I don't have him in my power rankings right now. We've seen teams like this before who can really compete through most of the year. What I've compared them to in the last like 2 weeks, I think this is a great comparison. Obviously, it's my own, but it is the Ronnie Brown Wildcat Dolphins. Like, we saw that team have a really good streak for a while because they stuck to two fundamentals, right? Play good defense, stop the run, make teams throw. You saw what happened with the Packers last week. Their number one weakness right now is throwing the ball because they don't have a lot of receivers that can catch. They don't have a lot of trust or synchronizing, or I guess synchronicity between fucking Aaron Rodgers and these rookies. And they're running the ball super efficiently, and they're not letting Daniel Jones blow games for them like he was in the last couple years. So I do think like they're my 11 right now. They are. They're my 11.
I think
I just don't
that
see
they
it
should be in my
lasting a
top 10
whole
right now.
year in
I think
current
that they
NFL.
should be in my top 10 right now because I got the Chargers in there, which what is their record right now? Are they at
I think they're 3-2. Yeah.
They're
3
and
and
2.
2?
Yeah.
So I mean, all right, they're right there, but I don't know. I mean, at 4-1, I think I got to admit that they got to be
I
in my
think the
top 10.
Giants right now can beat every team in the league. The problem that I've like again, like if you're talking about my power rankings for this week, it probably
Yes,
changed
it
this
is.
list a lot. But what I'm telling you, well, it's power rankings, but power rankings really are like ranking the teams that are going to last throughout the year based on what we've seen to this week.
Yeah.
I think the Giants, I don't think they're going
I have
to
a question.
last with
I have a
playing this
question.
hard-nosed football.
I have a question. Diesel, were the Vikings in your top 10 last week?
No, they snuck in. No.
Yep, same here. We both put them in our top 10 this week. I put them as high as 7.
Yeah, I mean, if Kirk Cousins is not playing like a total robot and throwing shit picks and
That's what
pooping his
I'm
pants
worried
on,
about. That's my biggest
where
worry.
he plays solid, I mean, that team's tough to beat. They got a good offense, and the defense
Yeah.
ain't no joke either. So
Yeah.
they earned
What,
my respect.
16 for 16 to start the game last week, boys.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He was just playing a smart quarterback role, and I mean, when you got a guy like Justin Jefferson grittying on you down the field and scoring touchdowns,
Dalvin Cook,
Pretty-
what's good? What's good? Is he gonna come alive here?
I think that was a good
great
sign.
week last week. Great week
Yeah.
last week.
Yeah,
I think
he
he
did.
could
Hell yeah.
continue it up. It'd
Hell
be
yeah.
crazy if someone had them like in their power rankings last week and not this week.
Yeah.
Oh wait, oh shit. Yeah, you guys are
there
right.
you go.
No, you're right.
Who
You're
is
right. You're right. I
going?
did have him in there.
And
I
we
have him
all
in there. You're right.
we all also have the Packers now. You guys both had them last week, right?
Yeah.
Nothing changed for you there, pick Flair. I got the Packers.
Why did you bring them in after losing to the Giants? That's my only question.
You're right. That I should have put the Giants in there. I guess that's the team I would take out.
Oh.
But the reason I put the Packers in there is I was just looking at all the teams and I just think that they deserve to be in there because I was thinking of it as top 10 teams really. And I know that's a bad loss for them, but in the playoffs I would probably still pick the Packers against the Giants.
I think you see the long-term success looming for the Packers and not for the Giants like I do right now. But I feel you. Like it's just
where
tough
the
for
show
not
is
having.
week to week, though, I think that's probably again a mistake on my end. I think the Giants got to find they should be in my top 10 where they're 4-1 right now. There's not many teams that are.
They haven't did, and I love Diesel. Honestly, I love you having him in there. I think that like at least one of us needs to have the Giants in our power rankings, and like having them at 8 above the Vikings and the Packers is probably as good as I would ever have them in there. Right now, at least.
They just earned my respect, man. I mean, I was like watching that game last week with the Packers. I'm like, dude, they legit have nobody right now on offense, and then they're missing some of their starting corners too. So I'm like, holy shit, they're about to snipe. First off, they came back versus the Packers. They were kind of getting beat up early, and they came all the way back, sniped them out.
What do we have in that Doyle doesn't have in his? I'm trying to figure it out.
Wait, what did you say?
I'm trying to figure out who's in our top 10 that Diesel doesn't have in there because he's got the Giants. So I'm trying to figure out.
Oh no!
Or like who we have over him. I mean,
might be just that.
It's the Chargers.
Okay. The Chargers.
Yeah, which
Not
I
buying into
understand.
that.
The Chargers are pretty shaky right now. I just
I
think
don't like their defense right now. They're looking like shit.
they're banged up. Joey Bosa was a big piece of that defense. If it was Khalil Mack that was hurt, I think they would be a bit more okay because Bosa's been there for longer and more solidified. Bosa being out and Derwin James is, he was out 1 week.
Ain't playing like that money.
Waste of money.
J.C. Jackson got burnt by Amari Cooper last week, and it was just kind of like, hey, maybe Bill Belichick did make the right move not paying this guy because he got absolutely torched by Amari Cooper.
Hey, Amari Cooper's no slub, but I'm telling you,
my boy Jack
you
Jones
pay him
ain't
that
letting
money.
My boy Jack Jones ain't letting that happen.
When you pay that man that type of money, you can't let that happen every single
No,
week.
you
And
better
he's
be
basically
lockdown,
let it
bro.
happen every single week. Like 1 week is okay.
Lockdown.
You know, I mean, Jalen Ramsey's about to be on that track where like he's not gonna be worth the money anymore because he keeps like battling with people and ending up not winning the battle. Where more than probably 14, 15 months ago, he was winning the battle every single week, and then maybe there was like 1 or 2 outlier weeks in the year. Right now, J.C. Jackson hasn't had a stretch like that.
No.
Yeah.
Skaka.
Ramsey's awesome, but I feel like when he goes against speed, that's when he gets torched, man. He cannot like with a Diggs, and I mean we've seen it at Buffalo game, man. He was getting torched. Like Diggs had him on his ass.
He's lost a step in the last year.
He
That's for
seems
sure.
to have this year, but like, do you guys? I mean, he still like could obviously like even this season completely turn it around. I think. What do you guys think?
Did they have him in the number 1 cornerback on that side? That's kind of crazy to me because I still think Jalen Ramsey is a great all-time cornerback because if you look back at his 2018 and 2019 stretch, there was no one competing with him. He was an island cornerback, man-on-man, shutting people down. Doesn't matter if it was speed or not.
Are we seeing a new era of corners in the NFL?
Yes, that was about to be my point. No, not Jack Jones, but
here we
yes.
go.
Why not?
No, I'm not
what do
saying.
you mean?
I'm not saying he's not there yet. You guys got to calm down. It's been 5 games. Like the new era is Jair Alexander, Darius Slay, AJ Terrell. Like
what's
you got
that website, Rob? Time that Pro Football One or whatever. What's that website?
Pro Football Focus. It had. Yeah, Pro Football Focus. I follow fantasy.
Let me pull it up because I don't know if I'm buying what Flair is selling here.
What are you going to tell me that he's like been great for 5 games? Because that's great. I think he's been great for 5 games. So,
he's only
and so was J.C. Jackson last year.
Jack Jones and Jonathan Jones.
Well, we're talking about right now, buddy. We're not talking about. We're just talking about.
Well, you said
the season.
Wow. Hold on a minute.
I asked about the new era of corners.
I love Walter. He said Jalen is.
Boy.
That's a different Walter, I think.
No, this is my boy Walter.
Couple Walters.
What's your boy Walter got to say?
He said Jalen's the most overrated DB of all time. Changed my mind. Look at his numbers from 2017 to 2019.
Here we go. He's going back to the past. We want it fucking now.
You have 60 seconds on the clock.
Yeah, sell me it. Like you're gonna sell me.
You have 60 seconds, not 10 minutes. I need. He says no.
27 to 2019. That's it. That's all I have to say. Look at his numbers. There was no one better than him in those 3 years. No one.
Well, I'll pull it up for you real quick.
Yeah. He had an amazing stretch. He was shutting down number 1, 2017 to 2019. 2020 and 2021 was where he really, well, actually even 2020, I think he was pretty good, but 2021 was where he really, like last year, he was terrible in my opinion. He just was not good. And is he the most, he was the best player on the worst roster in the league. Congrats.
I like Walter right now. Walter's firing.
Congrats. He said, fuck
that roster.
He's basically saying you're a loser.
Listen, that roster.
John looks a little shaky right now to me.
Whoa,
Should we take a break?
Do we remember what that roster did? Because that roster had the Patriots on their fucking ass in the playoffs. We had a fumble by Deion Sanders that clinched the game that ended up getting called back.
Loser.
Okay. Hey, listen. You can say whatever you want. The numbers don't lie. I love you, Walter, by the way. Thank you for fucking being in here, buddy.
Yeah, Walter, thanks for tuning in, brother.
Listen, you guys want to talk about fucking football players, though. Look up that kid's name right there. He is a GOAT from Trinity and Everett High School.
He's better than.
We need to get him on the show sometime.
He might be better than Jalen Ramsey. He might.
Let's go. I got a flag football spot for him if he's
Listen,
down.
buddy, we fucking.
Walter, you want a little flag football? We'll give you a porterhouse steak every game you make it to. Every win, we got signing bonuses.
And every time he hits a ball,
Hey, Walter played. So me and him worked at Black Diamond, Nelson, my last staffing agency. We had a turkey bowl every year. We had a turkey bowl every single year, and every single year that we played in that turkey bowl, it was the same thing.
Walter
We
carried.
drive there. No, we drive there, and we would say, "Hey, we're gonna take it easy. We're not gonna go too crazy." And then me and fucking Walter would end up like getting
We're all
hurt by like
Walter.
halftime, dude.
Oh, okay.
We would just go fucking crazy, acting like we were in like college playing real ball, like on touch football with girls in the game. But hey. Well, hey,
Couple good
Walter's a
kids.
goat. I'm pretty sure he's in the Everett Hall of Fame, if not the Trinity Hall of Fame too. Like, kid's an amazing
Oh.
linebacker. So I
Go.
can't hate. He knows defense better than me, that's for sure.
Hell yeah. We got to
But
get him
Jalen
on the
Ramsey's
show
still a
sometime.
top guy.
Jalen Ramsey. Okay. What else do we got here? You guys got anything else here in the top for our power rankings?
No, I think we're good, but the Ravens
I
being
want
at
to ask you
5.
guys a quick
No, we're good.
question,
We're
and
good.
I don't want to stretch it out too long, but I want to add a quick little question that I want to add to our power rankings moving forward. Should we do our Super Bowl predictions each week? Just the teams of who we think would be there.
Yeah, fuck it, why not? Walter
Mine
said
right
both
now
for sure,
would
by
be
the way. He's in
Bills
both
still.
Hall of Fames.
Both.
He's in
Mine
both.
would be Bills from the AFC, and the NFC, I think it's going to be Eagles. Bills Eagles is mine right now.
Diesel,
Let's
give me
go.
some
We got
sauce. Give me
Perry
some
in
sauce.
here.
You got something different?
Mine will probably be the Bills, but on the NFC side, I think it's going to be them 49ers.
49ers, that would be a lit Super Bowl too.
Number 1 D versus number 1 O. That's what I want to see.
Yeah,
Okay.
you know what, man?
Pick Flair. You're up.
I think obviously it's early on, right? So like there's a lot of like people coming back that could change this, but right now
We know you got the Chiefs,
I'm
obviously.
yeah, no, you ain't wrong. I
And the
got the
Rams.
Chiefs.
He's
He's
got
gonna
the
get
Chiefs.
the Rams and Ramsey.
Chiefs and the Rams, no.
He's
No, but
got
I
box
am,
seats with Jackson Mahomes.
Oh,
dude,
God.
I'm wavering back and
The
forth
fucking
though
TikTok.
between the Cowboys and the Niners, man. And I hate the Cowboys. I can't stand them, but it's just
You
that
think the
team right
Cowboys
now.
are going to make the Super Bowl?
Honestly, that's a good.
Right, I got them at number 5 right now, and like I'm telling you, this week, right? This is
If
what
the
I'm saying.
Cowboys
Right?
make
this
the
is
Super Bowl, if the Cowboys make the Super Bowl, pick Flair, I'll buy you a fucking bottle of whatever tequila you want.
Wow. And we'll have
Someone
to watch
clip
the
this
Super.
shit. Rob,
We'll
clip
have to
it.
watch the Super Bowl
it.
together.
Yeah, that's right.
Dude, we gotta go live for the bowl at halftime or something. You gotta know it.
Perry loves that because he
No,
knows
well-
the Cowboys fucking stink. Perry and Walter, can I get you guys Super Bowl matchups in the comments,
Yeah,
please? You don't
I
have to
wanna
pick a
hear-
winner, but I need you guys to pick the two teams, AFC,
Buddy.
NFC. Who's going to be there? Pick Flair. What's
Perry-
up, buddy? What do you got to say? to me?
Perry's over here at the bottom of all of his fantasy leagues. Let's just leave his prediction out of this.
Wow.
Ooh.
Wow.
You heard it first, Firstman.
You're a
Ladies
bad
and
kid,
gentlemen.
buddy, for that. We got a new subscriber, Rager. Thanks for subscribing, Rager.
Rager. Welcome.
Rager.
He's
I love
definitely
that name.
fucking raging right now. Let's go.
If he's not, I'm gonna be disappointed.
Vibes are high with this fucking fucking great football game tonight, right?
Bills,
Eagles.
Eagles,
Let's go,
Walter.
my boy.
I love Walter.
Let's go. Bucks, Bills.
Bills.
Wow, that would be
You know
lit.
what?
And
That was
kinda
one of my
agree with
picks.
that.
That was
That
one of
could
my picks in my
definitely
head,
happen.
but I just
Fuck.
with the way
I
the
don't wanna
Bucks have
see
been
it.
playing
I
lately.
don't wanna
Tony's
see
going
Tampa.
out toward a Tampa Bay.
Just haunt the Bills.
Just
Honestly, it'd be
fucking
funny.
pisses on Josh Allen and the Bills.
Just to haunt the Bills. Just
Yeah.
to haunt the Bills. Like, oh, God, we got to play this guy
Bro's
again.
wearing a Bucks shirt.
Great shirt. Mike Allstar. You kidding me,
Mike
buddy?
Allstar, thank you for fucking noticing, my man. Ain't
What's
nobody
wrong
more
with-
diesel than Mike Allstar.
Well, I'll tell you, runner-up is Diesel himself.
Check us
listen.
out Saturday morning in Nashua.
This is Diesel.
I'll
at
tell
all
you right
times,
now,
fucking-
we're gonna add this in after and clip it. But like, realistically, is there anything that you've ever seen in your life more Mike Allstott than this clip we're about to run a Diesel fucking stiff arming someone in the middle of a flag football field?
Yeah, we
Boom,
can.
right there.
And also Perry's got the Bills taking down Brady in the Super Bowl, which is awfully fucking crazy of him
That
to
makes
say.
me fucking sick.
It's
I
peppy.
think the
but
only
it's
way the
not
Bills
crazy.
lose is if it happens to be Bill. I mean, no, not Bills. Sorry,
Oh, that'd be
Tom
lovely too.
and the Bucks. I meant to say Bucks. If it's the Bucks, I think that's the only way the Bills don't win, in my opinion. I picked the Bills in preseason, and I'm going to continue to ride with them. And I've picked since preseason Josh Allen to be the MVP, so I'm sticking with those.
Looking good right now.
I mean, I also picked fucking Bailey Zappi to be the starting quarterback. So I mean, I'm pretty bad basically.
So let me ask you guys a quick question before we get off
We
power
got
rankings.
Carl
I think
Morgan
Hold
in
on.
here.
let me ask
Morgan
this.
entered the
Your
chat.
boy.
Listen, if the Chiefs,
Yeah.
actually, I'm sorry, this is a stupid question. When the Chiefs beat the Bills this week, are you guys going to change your power rankings at all?
I think they earn my
It's not
respect.
going to happen.
If they do win, I think they deserve the number.
I know that the Bills are going to beat the Chiefs this week. I know it for a fact.
Okay, that's cool.
Absolute fact, Johnny boy.
Okay.
Go, Johnny, go,
Yeah.
go.
They got more grit in them than the Chiefs. More grit.
I hate talking about these other teams, buddy.
Yeah, that Bills team that lost to the fucking Dolphins.
I wish we did this a little earlier so I can rave about the Patriots. Remember that 28-3 comeback in the Super Bowl?
Love it.
Malcolm Butler interception. Fuck, do I hate ranting about these other teams? Fuck.
Yeah,
Well,
it
I
really
know he
sucks to have
fucking
our
hates
power
that, huh?
rankings with no Patriots, but I mean, listen, this is
Patriots
the new
won't
reality.
sniff the top 10 at
Hey,
any
you
point
never
in the
know.
year.
Don't let them get hot.
Hey, just
Maybe?
listen. Hey,
Do you guys
listen to
think
the news.
Zappi-
This is the new normal, boys. This is the new normal.
Hey.
Morgan wants a side bet. What is it, Morgan?
Let's hear a side bet.
Is that what you were going to say, Diesel? My bad.
No, you're fine.
Honestly, the Chiefs will beat the Bills this week. My man Morgan, let's go.
It's in KC,
Morgan.
so they got an advantage right now.
They're spending way too much time on the phone lately. That's how I know that right there. I know that Pick Flair's just chirping. He's chirping. He's running them. He's just working Morgan. And I don't believe it.
Brainwash.
Morgan, come on. I want you to think for yourself. Don't let him do that for you.
I cut Morgan off of all of my advice this year, and you can ask him. This is 100% true.
Actually, you have said that multiple times, Pick Flair.
I gave him too much advice last year, and he won my league. Not my league, Howe's league, but the league that I was the reigning champion.
Pick Flair, I have a question.
I
have an immediate question for you.
Yes.
Where did you get those shades?
He got them at the surf shop up in Hampton.
Oh, 6
You're going to love this, baby. Walmart.
Let's go.
Body glove.
Let's go.
They look like Oakleys that you
Shout out to Walmart.
Shout out Walmart.
Shout out to fucking Walmart for always holding it down.
Walmart.
Except for the Hampton one. That one might get a little odd.
Oh, it's sketchy up there.
You know what's crazy? Is that it's the Seabrook
Walmart,
one,
right?
No, it's by far the best Walmart. And like we all grew up in the Merrimack Valley area. Come on, those are the ghetto Walmarts. Seabrook Walmart is where it's at. It's still Walmart. Like you're not walking in there and seeing people in high heels or nothing. But like for the way Walmarts go, like I know you've been to the Drum Hill Walmart, Nelson. I know you probably never went back. Yeah. Come to the Seabrook Walmart, right? You'll be there every day for lunch.
Classy.
All right, no more location in cases there's some Jeffy Dahmers out there.
Are you guys ready to move on to Luke?
How do we think Brian Robinson does this year? Hold on, let's get the mute. We might need a mute button officially. If you just asked a question that we might have to do the first ever mute for Pick Flair because he fucking loves him. He absolutely loves him. But Diesel, what do you think? I mean, we think he's gonna light it up, right?
He's got his chance tonight. A good defense to play against too. Not the best at the run stop, so I have a lot of confidence in him that I actually benched a guy.
Look at him over there.
I benched Adam Thielen for him tonight. So.
Did you?
Yeah, I flexed him tonight, so I'm pretty fired up.
I like that.
Bro,
Perry, are you in or out on Robinson this year? That's what we want to know.
Yeah, what's your?
I want to know if Morgan's in or out. I want to know if Walter McCarty in or out on Robinson this year.
Brad Perry was the person who not only broke the news to me, but like took extreme happiness in breaking the news to me that Brian Robinson was shot 20 minutes after I drafted him.
He asked that on purpose, didn't he? He's in your fucking little dynasty.
Bro, tell him what happened on draft day for Howe's League and how you have had the worst luck. That's literally.
We've already heard about it. We don't want to get canceled, but it's the year of the crow.
Rob Time says he's for real. And
Hey,
Rob
listen.
Time,
He is for real, man. He is for real. And if I'm a linebacker trying to tackle him, then have mercy on my soul. It's over, baby. It's
Dude,
over.
Crow, how many times have you listened to that song this week? In the gym,
Oh,
fucking
dude.
getting a pump
So
on.
many, so
how many
many,
times did I watch Get Rich, Die Trying?
dude. In my life,
Right now, this week,
Yeah.
leading up to the game.
Yeah, how many times in your life?
I
Crow?
only honestly, you know, what's funny. I watched some clips from it this week just because like it came up while the Many Men YouTube streaming
And
was
you
going
you
on. But like
just
in my
couldn't
life,
scroll
like
over it?
probably at least 20 times.
So good.
I
You
love
can't
that
pass
movie.
on it.
G.
Love that.
Absolute G. So,
I love
fellas,
you
what
too,
do you
Barry.
think?
I love you too, buddy.
Do we want to head to our fluker for reals?
Oh
Or
yeah.
what?
Yeah, let's do
Oh
that.
I think it's time to load up the fluker for reals.
Definitely is.
Hey, Flair, you know what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna head to Walmart for next Tuesday's episode, and I'm gonna oh my god, I'm gonna get the freshest shades that they have on the fucking rack. Pick
Can
Flair.
I get it? Is there buy one get one free?
Yeah,
Probably.
Diesel, I'll get you the second freshest pair.
I want the yeah. I'll take that.
Everything they got in that motherfucker is buy one get
Everything
one free.
you got.
Yep. Shout out to Walmart again. They're gonna sponsor our podcast one day. You know.
All right, this is gonna be good with these Fluka for reals this week. But real quick, I just want to shout out everyone fucking commenting right now. You're all my dogs. I love you.
Yeah.
Thank
Good
you.
look. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. We got 8 people in here watching us chop the feet, play some fucking football on YouTube. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
My boy, I'm telling you, I got a homie come get some soft world shades. All right, got the soft world shades for Carlito.
Oh my god, he's got another pair of shades, dude,
He's
at all
trying to make a
times.
sale.
Are you kidding me? This guy
always
just
ready,
cycles
baby.
in fresh shades at any time he
Fucking man in
wants.
black.
He's got a
The
new
man in
pair.
black.
And
This
have
guy.
mercy on my soul.
This guy.
Many,
Brian
Johnny,
Robinson's
shades.
scoring tonight.
Johnny,
No.
look at me.
What's up,
Johnny.
puppy? What's up, puppy? Hey, wow. You know, like, do those things smell like Italian hair grease or something? Because I think I watched Hal wear those all last night.
I gotta
I
take
think
them
we need to
off.
take those off and sterilize them for a few minutes.
Michael Hal.
Let's go.
Let's go,
All right, what do
B-Rob.
we got here? We're in our fluker for real. I
Yeah, here
want
we
to
go.
start off with my second favorite team, Diesel. Diesel, take it away. What do we got here?
So I'm gonna say this Raiders team, as much as I love the Raiders too, is a fucking big time fluke.
You think
Josh
they're
McDaniels is not a head coach. He can't
You
do
think
it.
they're losers?
They're big time losers.
Keep going. Why else? Josh McDaniels is a fucking loser. What else you got from me?
The reason why he's a loser, he can't manage a game. You're down, you're about to tie the game up, and then you go for 2. You don't get it, and then you make yourself look like an idiot, and you get the stop versus the
Loser.
Chiefs last game.
Loser.
What else could I say? Let's say
Loser.
they have a fucking hell of a roster. I mean, they had a great offseason,
Loser.
and they're they're 1-4 right now. Are you kidding me? The Patriots are better than them. With
Losers.
like half that roster they have, dude. It's unbelievable.
You think we would smack the Raiders at this point in the year? I think Bailey Zappi would fucking whack somebody.
I think the
Devontae Adams would
Patriots-
be throwing hands out of Foxborough. He would be ejected. He'd be fighting the beer people. You know what I mean?
We'll get to see that this year, but
Do we?
I just think Bill will outcoach him.
Oh, I might eat those words. You think so?
Yeah,
I would love that. I would love Bill to just slap around McDaniels and
Well, it's just,
Are we going to Vegas or is that in Foxborough?
It's in Vegas. It's in Vegas.
Ugh.
It's okay. Zappy will look great on fucking in Vegas.
Yep.
This team's just a mess. I mean, from being like
What's
a team
their
that could
biggest
be
issue, Diesel? Because like I'm actually having trouble figuring this out in my head right now, even watching them. Like,
What their issue
really is their biggest issue?
It's got to be McDaniels, right?
I think it's McDaniels. I think it's terrible play calling, and then like
I saw a crazy stat. Like I don't remember exactly what it was, but I think he won his first 6 games as a coach or something, and then I think he's lost like 20 in a row or something along those lines.
it doesn't seem like he's a head coach.
Head coach. Oh, I could be totally wrong, but like there
Because
is.
he was
I'm
the
pretty
Broncos head coach first, and he was like he had like a little spurt there. I think that probably
Tim
was the
Tebow,
first
right?
thing.
Was he with Tim Tebow?
Yeah.
Was it Tebow or was it right before?
I think he
it
made
was
his run with
I think.
Tebow, right?
Yeah,
I'm
and you know
not-
what
I'm
happened to
honestly
that.
not that
Ran into
sure.
the
I just know
Patriots
that
and
he
lost
blew
by
it.
40.
Yeah, I mean Tebow. I'll be honest with you. I didn't think Tebow even belonged in the NFL.
He
I just
drafted
think he was a
Tebow.
great leader.
He drafted
Terry says
people.
McDaniel stinks.
Thank you.
Bad.
That's why Bill did not name a fucking OC
Bad.
because Joshy's coming home. Joshy will be back home with New England.
Yeah, I
fucking
think you
stinks.
guys kind of nailed it on the head, though, because my whole issue with this fluker for real of the Raiders is like you look at their team from top to
Dude.
bottom, and they really should be for real.
So good. So good.
They
Yeah,
should
they
be for
should,
real.
but they're not. They're losers, bro.
Well, I mean,
Doyle
dude,
gave us
I mean,
100
you talk about
reasons.
The Raiders
Doyle
curse.
gave us 100 reasons of why they're fucking losers.
I think the main one's McDaniels. I
Yeah,
just think
that's the
that, like,
biggest.
all across the board, they're great. And, like, they have a great young team with a couple veterans. And, like, even you saw Josh Jacobs last week
Josh
almost
Jacobs
put the
was like
Chiefs
a
to bed by
monster.
himself. And then what happened? They stopped running the ball. Dude, Josh
They stopped
Jacobs
running the
almost
ball.
took me out in like 3 different fantasy leagues. And I remember watching the first
Dude.
quarter and being
Been a
like, if
beast.
I'm McDaniels, I'm literally putting John Crow to bed tonight.
For some
That's what I was
reason,
thinking in
I
my head.
didn't fucking draft him in any of my leagues this year, and I don't know why. I
He
just
scared
wasn't
me.
high
No,
on him this
for
year.
good reason, because
He had a terrible last year.
Oh, there's another reason to be a fucking loser on the Raiders this year is because I didn't draft them at all.
Yeah, I mean, listen,
Loser.
like I don't think that I don't know. He's doing good right now. I don't think they can continue to do that because I think
It's all they
you
got.
saw it last week. I mean, they should. Well, I mean, dude, Devontae Adams has had two great weeks, honestly.
He's
And then
coming
two
back to
lost
life.
weeks.
He's coming back to Devontae, we know.
Well, the problem is like it was
He's
too late.
pissed. And
It
he's
was too
pissed.
late.
Now,
And Hunter Renfrow came back. He wasn't himself. Darren Waller hasn't really been doing anything. You had
Hunter
a week where
Renfro's
Matt
kind of
Collins
having
was
a down
wide
year,
receiver
too.
one. Well, he was
Yeah.
hurt for the last 2 weeks.
Okay, Darren Waller, down year, too. There's another
Definitely
couple
down year,
losers
and
for
he's
ya.
been
Thanks,
banged
McDaniels.
up. He got hurt in the first
you want
quarter
to
of
draft
last game.
Darren Waller? Thanks, McDaniels, you fucking
No,
loser.
he didn't draft Darren.
No, I'm talking about my fantasy football team, John. I drafted Darren Waller.
He's
Like
having
a
a tough
loser, John. Like a loser.
Yeah, but listen, give
Hey,
Darren
John,
Waller
yeah.
a little bit of credit for what he's done in
It's
the
not his
NFL so
fault.
far.
No, I love him. It's not his
Yeah.
fault. It's McDaniels. He's a loser.
Just a great
Loser.
story with him too. Like he was on the Vikings, he was on pills. They had to kick him off for overdose. He came back. He was on
Wow, I
Hard
didn't even
Knocks.
know
Showed
that.
his. Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
he was
dude,
a big
Darren
time.
Waller has one of the
No,
best.
I knew he had his
NFL
issues,
stories
but
ever.
I didn't know that he was on the Vikings.
Was
Oh,
he on
yeah.
the Ravens? You think it was? I think it was the Ravens.
Was it the Ravens?
Either
They're
way.
both purple teams. Like, I mean, if I'm wrong, that's an easy wrong there.
Ravens, Rob Time.
Guys are
Ravens.
fucking on it.
Shout out to fucking Rob Time for holding
Yeah.
it down. It don't matter if it's snowing,
Rob's better than
raining,
Jesse on the
sleet
Joe
out
Rogan
here,
show. That's
pouring
a
rain,
fact.
sunny day.
Waller.
It don't matter. Rob Time.
Walter
How you
said,
doing?
"Waller, my guy." I know he is. Me and Walter were talking about Waller when he was in Hard Knocks that season, because when you see a guy that comes back from as down as he was and then puts on in the preseason, it's like, dude, the ceiling's just so high, and he was still pretty young. The problem with that is now he's older than what you would want. Like
Now,
he's starting to really, he's getting towards the end of his career already.
Can we go back to that game versus the Chiefs? I want to know what you guys thought of that catch in the last minutes of the game, the Devontae Adams catch they ruled incomplete. Remember that one that Carr threw
It was
up to him up the
incomplete.
side?
Yeah,
You
it
don't
was.
think he got both feet down?
It wasn't even close. In my
I
opinion.
didn't even see the play, but Crow's reaction just irritates me, and it makes me want to say it's a catch.
He actually tapped both feet, but they said he didn't control the ball. They said he didn't fully control the ball.
No,
I mean, you're
believe you,
hoping
Big Flair.
for the foot that's coming off the ground to be a tap, but he tapped that foot before the ball touched his hands, and then he bobbled it while it came up, and he skipped out of bounds. That's the way
Diesel,
that I
did you
see
think
it.
it was a catch?
That was a tough one to call.
What does the chat think? Was that a catch or what?
Yeah, what's the chat thing? If they know what I'm talking about, that Devontae
Let's
Adams
move on
catch.
to
they
the
have to.
Raiders as
Yeah.
well.
Oh,
Fluker
there's
for
Rob
real.
just fucking
Or-
burying
To the
me.
Vikings.
Sorry,
to the
Vikings. The Vikings.
Yeah, let's move on to the Vikings. But
So
I
I picked the
think that's a
Vikings,
tough
and
call.
I don't even know. I think they're for real. I'm saying it right now. I think Kirk Cousins
I'm with
is
you.
fucking breaking out. He's gonna break out of his little shell he's been living in this year, or of himself
think-
in his career. And I
think
think
he might
that the
have a
new
Nick Foles
coach, I
stretch.
really. Yeah, wow, that's a great comparison. Honestly, I
Big
like
Dick
that.
Nick.
And then Justin Jefferson, I'm not saying he's had any bad years, but like he is really that fucking guy right now. He is
Yeah.
really emerging into I mean, the best receiver in the NFL. Like, and this new head coach is really unlocking some new doors over there to the Vikings as a whole
Kevin
entire team.
O'Connell.
Dude, I like what he's doing over there, and I'm for real on the Vikings this year.
Diesel,
Yeah.
what do you got with the Vikings, dude? You got them as a for real team right now? You worried about them?
No longer Kirk Poopy Pants Cousins. To me.
Are they in your power rankings now?
Yeah,
They're
they
in
are.
both of ours. They're in
They're
both of
both
ours.
okay. All right, just
And
making
they're
sure.
in yours
I think we
too, or
talked
no?
about that. Yeah, they were in mine
Okay,
last
all
week.
right.
That was
Diesel.
the joke I made. That's right. So yeah,
Diesel,
Diesel.
go
Let
ahead.
me know what you think about them now. Why did they jump into your power rankings?
So I think they're for real with that offense. It's the really thing that scares me about them is legit Kirk Cousins. Like I think their team's really good right now, and they got all the talent in the world on offense, so they can compete with anybody. It's just Kirk Cousins. Who's gonna? What kind of Kirk Cousins is gonna show up? You know, that's what worries me every time they play. Like I don't know. That's the one thing, but I think they're for real right now. That's why I moved them into my power rankings. But it's really on Kirk Cousins. He's going to control that team. He's going to bring them to the promised land. So
Yep. So pick Flair. I
that's
got to
kind of
ask
tough.
you. You have had the Vikings in your since we've been doing this, our power rankings top 10. You've had the Vikings in there, so I'm gonna assume that you're in on them this year.
I am in on the Vikings 100%,
And
and I
why are
think
you in pick Flair? Sell us on the Vikings, buddy. Sell
you
me
know
this
why.
fucking pen, Johnny.
Is it something pen? Why do you need the pen? What's your favorite type of pen you like to have, Nick? No, but realistically, right? Like I think that the
Cousins is the
main
pen.
reason is Kevin O'Connell. You kind of hit the nail on the head. You hit the nail on the head. I think adding him. That's what.
O'Connell drafted by Belichick.
Pick Flair. I think we lost you.
Pick Flair. It looks like high tide's coming in Hampton right now.
Pick Flair. I can't hear you. Try to. I think if you leave and come in, maybe. I don't know if that would fuck everything up or not. Rob time.
Pick Flair. You are the weakest link. Goodbye.
Loser. No.
Cue the music. Fucking circus show, baby.
I don't know if you can hear this, but I got a perfect fucking sound for this.
Yeah, listen up, everybody.
Can you hear this, though?
Oh yeah.
You can hear that cartoon music?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it looks like it's just down the 2 on the island.
Everybody in the comments, let them know that we can't hear John.
We're back.
John.
Oh,
Oh,
we're
shit.
back.
Oh, ladies
we're
and
back.
gentlemen, he is back. He came off the
Ladies
island.
and gentlemen, Pick Flair's back. All right, Pick Flair. Go ahead, back in on the Vikings. You were about to go off, buddy. We can see it.
And you know what it is, and I'm gonna leave it alone. I just don't know how to pronounce the guy's name, and I was trying to look it up, and I'm gonna stop looking stuff up while I'm doing this. But there's two reasons why I'm in on the Vikings and why I was last week. One, Kevin O'Connell, and you already mentioned that. Kevin O'Connell coming in as a fucking coach this year. One, he's a winner. Two, he fucking ran the Rams offense last year. Okay, so that's why when people ask me why I was so big on Justin Jefferson,
because you're comparing him to Cooper Kupp, kid.
I'm comparing him to Cooper Kupp, and when you're comparing a Matt Stafford to a Kirk Cousins, there's not much of a difference there. If anything, they just have a better running back in the backfield to take some pressure off of the fucking of the receivers.
Wow.
You also have Adam Thielen on the other side, who's just basically
football
a tight. Dude, he's a
Unicorn
tight end with fast feet. So here's the biggest thing for me though, because I moved him up this week.
Biggest thing. Okay.
I moved him up. I can't pronounce his name, but it's like Desian or something like that. They have a cornerback at the end of the game last week that he got beat, a cornerback. He got beat, but then he got up and then he literally just ripped the ball out of the receiver's
Oh my God,
hand.
I know what you mean. Just ripped
and
it from
I'm telling you right now, that defense, even though they gave up some players and stuff.
Pick Flair. Let's go.
Bro, I'm telling you, this team, I don't think that now I'm worried about them as a Super Bowl team right now. But I will tell you, overall right now, they look like a team that could do what the Rams did last year if they continue to improve.
Dark horse?
What'd you say?
It's your dark horse pick?
I think if I had to pick a dark horse Super Bowl team right now, yeah, it'd be the Vikings. 100%.
That offense can get scary, man. Like,
Kirk Cousins doesn't have to do as much right now. Irv Smith Jr. being healthy is huge.
Yeah, he's back.
Justin Jefferson being a top wide receiver is huge. Thielen being that fucking reception guy is huge. Cook needs to stay healthy, but Madison still looks great. And then the defense is holding up.
Cook's holding up too.
Yeah,
He's heating
they were
up.
worried about him, but
That's
after
just
Yeah,
that,
it.
so was I as a fantasy football owner.
Washington
Everyone
All right,
Commanders.
let's move on to those football Giants teams.
Hold on, can I just say
love this
something
one.
about the game that's going on
Yeah.
right now?
Oh, fuck yeah. You
From
can.
Rob time, D tackle Allen had a pick off. Pick.
Okay.
Jared
What
Allen is a
station?
savage,
What station is that? Is this game on?
It's on Amazon Prime, dude. We talked about
Amazon
this last
Prime,
week.
buddy.
It's only
Every
Amazon Prime
fucking
on Thursdays.
Thursday we do this to me, dude. Every fucking Thursday.
Fucking
Yep.
terrible.
That's how it is.
Amazon. All right, tune in to
I have
Amazon
Amazon Prime, but I got a TV from Dinosaur Time, and I can't log in on it. Loser. And there's the ninth reason the fucking Raiders are losers this year, because I have a Dinosaur TV in my room.
Prime.
Oh
All
man.
right, Diesel. Giants, baby. I love this pick. Is that what we're on? Or no, Crow picked them.
This
I'm
is
sorry.
Crow.
I'm
It's
sorry.
not me, but I
I'm
love
sorry.
it too.
Yeah.
Yep, and I kind of dove into this a little bit, so I'll keep it nice and sweet, right? I think that the Giants are a little bit of a fluke right now for
Okay.
the reason
Okay, that
of
makes sense.
long-term success.
Wow.
We talked about it earlier, right? The Ronnie Brown Wildcat
yourself.
Dolphins. I think that right now they are a dominant team, and I'm not. The reason why I'm going to have them as a fluke as a long-term team and not right now is because I think they deserved that win against the Packers last week. They earned it, and they've earned all 4 of their wins. The problem is the current NFL, it's not really sustainable to run that way. I don't think they could continue to fool teams with having Saquon Barkley as a fucking wildcat quarterback. I think eventually that's going to get figured out. But
Jazzy.
hey, listen, they're going to have a way better year than what I thought they were. I think Dabble's done a good job in figuring out what their strengths are and sticking to it. So their defense is stopping the run. They have some decent pass protection right now. And I mean, if Saquon Barkley can just have like an MVP year, maybe I'm wrong on them being a fluke. I'm just not sold on it as a long-term thing. I think by the second half of the season, we're going to start to see them. It might not be blowout games, but they're going to start to get beat down in like the third and fourth quarter.
Diesel. Fluke or for real? New York Giants and your boy. Your boy.
They're Giants. I'm gonna say the Giants are for real also. Well, what did you say they were a fluke?
No,
Or-
they're. I
thinks they're a
think in
fluke?
terms of the full year, I have them as a fluke. I think right now I'm going to give them credit and say that they've been for real for a couple
It's
weeks.
just as
I
of
just
right
think
now.
it's a fluke
I get
long
it.
term. I don't
So
think
you're
I
a
see it
fluke.
like. I don't think they're going to
Diesel.
be a top team at the end of the year.
I think they're for real right now. They don't have no receivers right now. They keep winning football games, and it doesn't matter if it's fucking ugly. They're still winning. They can run Wildcat because Saquon Barkley says, "I'm gonna run Wildcat until you fucking stop me." Okay, so give him the football, let him chop, and I'm excited to see this Giants team when those receivers come back with like Tony, that Wandell Robinson guy who's been a pretty big hype. I want to see him back, and then fuck Kenny Galladay, waste of money. I don't know who else they got over there. Hey, maybe you might see Odell back with them.
Kadarius Toney hasn't played at all. They're talking about
Is he gonna
potentially
play?
getting OBJ or DJ Moore. Well, yeah, he's been out. He's been out, and he had like a hamstring injury, and then like that got healed, and that week of practice he hurt the other hamstring. I think he's got talent as a player. The problem is like he's got a little bit of like a extreme George Pickens attitude, where I think George Pickens is in a good system where he's able to kind of be held in check because Tomlin's kind of really good at taking those
Great
types of
coach.
players.
Yeah, he is, man.
And I mean,
I think he's a good
I don't
coach. I
see
like
that
him.
in. I don't see that in the Giants. We've already shown us over the years that they can't handle those types of players. It's like
This
the
guy
opposite.
can. This guy
Yeah.
fucking chops the feet, buddy. And did you hear
Hope
him
so.
in the fucking? Oh, buddy, I love him. I love him.
Yeah,
Good question,
Carl.
buddy.
Look at
Carl, that's
Carl.
a good question. I like this.
So we have. If anybody else wants to chime in on this, I love this, Carl. So thanks for setting the trend here. But anybody here watching the the episode, I'd love to know you guys what you want us to talk about, fluke or for real. Do you guys have any that you guys want to talk about? Because Carl Morgan wants to know our thoughts on the NFC East, fluke or for real.
They're for real. They're for
Yeah,
real. I hate every single team in that division, and they're for real.
Yeah, that division looks pretty strong right now, so I want to say they're for real too.
Everybody's saying for real. I mean, they gotta
Hey.
be. I mean, even the Commanders aren't even fucking. They're showing some life over there. I love them. The football team.
Commanders will fucking battle you down to that. I don't care
The
if you're
football team.
Commanders' record sucks, but I think that if you look at their division, it's like, yeah, they're in fourth place and they're 1-4, but they've also played some division people, and they're in probably, arguably right now, even though preseason no one was talking about anything except for the Chiefs division, but this might be the best division in football right now.
Might honestly be, yeah.
Can we say that there's a better division in football right now? Easily?
I can't think of any off the top of my head.
I
We probably
would
thought it was going to be the Raiders,
against
Broncos, their division, but it's just
easily.
not.
Yeah, easily. But right now, I don't think I'd have a real hard time arguing against the NFC.
The Eagles
East
are a
guy.
scary team, man.
Dude, they spent the money in the right places.
The Eagles are scary, but here's a big test for them. I think this is their true test this week because I feel like they haven't really played any top team. This is a top team.
Into the next matchups, you guys think? Should we get into the matchups for the week?
Yeah, let's
move on to the matchups.
Let's finish this bad Larry off with some fucking matchups.
Let's move on to the matchups, and when we go into the matchups, I have a very serious question. Diesel, I think you had probably the best game of the week pick last week, and I want to know what your game of the week pick is this week first. So, like, what do you have as the most exciting game? That's really what I want to know.
I mean, dude, there's a couple big ones over here. I'm probably excited for this Cowboys-Eagles game because I think the Eagles got to prove that they're the top of the NFC right now, and I'm riding the Cooper Rush train right now. I love what's going on over there, and I think the Cowboys everybody's all buying into this guy right now, and I kind of want
matchups this week.
I want chaos. I want fucking QB chaos. I want them to say, "Oh shit, Cooper Rush just sniped out the best team in the NFC."
You love that.
And I want
chaos in the QB room, Doyle.
Yeah, I need it, and I feel like the Patriots need that too.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
What's going on?
Wow, there's a couple that could.
Yeah, there's some big boy matchups this week.
My game of the week this week is going to be when Bills Mafia fucking beats your girls over there in Kansas City.
I was hoping you said that.
Here we go.
We needed to talk about it, and I don't have it as my game of the week, but I was hoping one of you two did.
It's kind of like a gimme. You gotta pick.
It's too easy of a pick, right? It's too easy of a pick. It shows that you probably didn't do your homework and you were doing something else.
There he is. Yeah, like my job to you, John.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I was making sure. I was just testing you tomorrow so I could punch a time card. No, listen. Hey, game of the week. It's too easy to say Bills and Chiefs and not like agree with it because it's going to be a fucking amazing game. There isn't a person on the planet that probably isn't at least thinking about who's going to win that game this week after you saw what happened in the playoffs last year. But my game of the week and what I think is going to be probably the best illustration of hard-nosed football that we will see this week is the Giants and the Ravens.
Look at Carl Morgan called that.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Giants and the Ravens. Carl, what do you have as the game of the week? Let's see.
Carl likes the Ravens Giants. He's legit picked that right before he said that. I was looking at it.
Oh, he did?
That's crazy. Wow. I'm like, these motherfuckers are talking on the phone.
I'm telling you, there's one kid that listens. Carl listens. He understands what I'm talking about, man. Because I didn't tell him that. We haven't talked about this.
That's crazy.
We're on the same page.
I saw a message that right before you said it.
Jets are getting feisty. Dude. What about the Jets-Packers game?
Oh, man.
I picked the Jets to win it.
That could be a surprise.
I picked the Jets to win it.
That was tough for me. I wanted so hard to pick the Jets, but I can't see the Green Bay losing at home.
Yeah,
the reason I think the Jets can win is I saw how Bailey Zappi and the Patriots played them that week, and I just think that they're beatable. I think that they're beatable. And that was at Lambeau.
And the Jets
that was at Lambeau, dude. The Jets are trending up,
dude,
bro.
Jets are awesome
the Packers are fighting for their wins.
Yeah, hey, for what it's worth, I took the Jets with the points in my Pick'em league. I still think that the Packers are going to pull it out. I think that they're going to win the game, but it's going to be a very close game, and it could be a contender for game of the week, man. That's one of those games that I think we have a really good list of matchups this week.
There is a great list. And I actually want to talk about one real quick. Johnny, you think the Cleveland football Browns and Teddy Biscuit is going to beat fucking the New England Patriots?
Fuck, John.
Come
Let
on.
us get hot, buddy. Let's get on a.
You mean Jacoby Brissett, not Teddy
Don't matter.
Brisket.
Brisket. Just
All right,
brisket.
whatever his
But
name is.
yeah. Well, I
Jacoby
can tell you
Biscuit.
why.
Oh, Nick
First
Chubb.
off, the off. No, not Nick Chubb. I honestly don't think Nick Chubb is who beats us this week. I think Kareem Hunt and Amari Cooper is who beats us this week. And actually, more specifically, I think David Njoku has a
Biscuit.
great game. But I'll tell you that the Browns have scored a ton of points this year. They have kept themselves in games, and I think that the fact that last week they didn't have the greatest defensive game overall was because Myles Garrett got in a fucking car accident and Jadeveon Clowney was hurt. This week
Not
they're going to be
surprised.
fully on. Do you think that Jadeveon Clowney and Myles Garrett aren't going to put some pressure on Zappy that he isn't ready for?
He's gonna run fucking race car tracks
Zappy's gonna
around
be
him.
fucking zipping and zapping, buddy. He's gonna fucking step up on that pocket and
He's gonna be running
zip it.
circles and he's gonna be driving a Corvette around him, pal.
Yeah. Hey, listen, as a Pats guy, I really hope so.
See you
I
later,
gotta
loser.
go. I gotta go.
Go
I gotta go with my gut.
Hey, Johnny, see you later, loser.
Am I getting kicked off the
Zappy's
show
gonna
again?
beat your ass.
Am I getting kicked off the show again?
Rob, can you mute Johnny again like last time?
Jonas Squared is shut down. Wow. Jones Squared is shut down. What does that mean?
I don't know.
Jack Jones?
Yes, that's what he means.
Oh, so he's saying Jack Jones and was it Jacoby Jones? What's the other guy's name?
Jonathan Jones.
Jonathan Jones and
okay.
and
Jones.
Jones. So he's saying that they're going to shut down Amari Cooper and
he's in
tell
the
you what,
Patriots.
Bill's
He's in
gonna
the
try-
Patriots. I
Bill's
am too.
gonna- Let's fucking go. How are you fucking giving
I'm
up on us?
fucking in on Bailey Zappi and the
I'm
fucking
not
Patriots
fucking
right
giving
now,
up on
John.
this fucking team.
Come
I'm not
on,
fucking
Diesel.
giving up on them.
Come on.
Hey,
Going into the
another
fucking
game.
dog pound Sunday, we're gonna fucking rip the hearts out, okay, Johnny? I'm fucking sick of you riding the fucking
Khalil
bandwagon.
Herbert to the crib.
Can you listen to
70
us?
yards.
Can you listen?
Oh, he missed it. No, I don't. No, you guys aren't saying nothing.
What?
You aren't saying nothing.
Pick
I've heard
Flair. You're pissing us
It's
off right
Brian
now.
Robinson.
Let me find another pick that irritates me of pick Flairs.
Go ahead. Give me something.
Oh my god, who picked the fucking Broncos to win? Diesel. Oh.
Buddy.
I thought that there was an easy one that you were going to pick out, and I know we'll get to it after this because I know which pick that you're going to argue with me on.
Oh, I like it. The Saints one?
Yeah, you like the
We'll
Saints
get
one,
into
right?
it next, and I like it.
All right, let's.
You fucking
go.
loser, you. I
There
like
you
it.
go, buddy. Let's go.
Diesel, can you somehow fucking convince me on the fucking Broncos, buddy? They look like. Oh, come on, pal.
I don't know if this team can lose consecutive games in a row like this now. I just
Diesel,
feel like
you were telling me that you were never, ever, ever. You said it to me, buddy.
I'm just not
You're
sold
never
on the
gonna pick them
Chargers.
again, and here we are.
I'm not sold on the Chargers, dude. They're kind
You're
of
sold on the Broncos, Bubba?
I just think the Broncos are gonna grind this game out, and the Chargers defense is kind of shit, so they might make this offense look good.
Well, Diesel, you know what? To back you up a little bit, it's kind of like the people who took the Raiders last week to cover the game, and they're laughing at everyone like me who took the Chiefs to blow them out. Like that team still has a bunch of great players on that team.
Defense is solid. The defense.
Their defense is very good. The defense is very good, and the Chargers' defense is still a little banged up. And you haven't seen that boom game out of Herbert. That's where I'm taking the Chargers, though. Is I think like Herbert's due, man.
It was a
He's
tough
due
one
for
for me
one of
to
those
pick,
crazy
but-
games. Yeah, I think it's going to be closer than people think. Like, I don't think Herbert's going to blow him out or anything like that. But I think he has a great game and maybe like shows up really late and puts it on.
Ekla.
Wackala. Wackala.
Back there again?
Anything? What
Again,
else
over
we
there?
got? What
Okay.
else we got?
We can talk about the Saints.
It's a fucking great game, Johnny. And I
Dude,
almost
I-
picked
I-
them.
I
I
was-
almost picked them.
And I almost picked the Bengals. I don't know what's going to happen in that
I
game.
love
really
that
don't.
you picked the Saints, honestly. Can you sell
think
us
it's
on
a
the
grinding
Saints?
game.
Come on. We're giving you
Yeah,
a
I'm
2-minute
gonna
drill
tell you
here.
right
Can you
now
fucking
that-
sell us on the Saints
Andy
right now,
Dalton
Johnny?
revenge game.
It's not even realistically just the Andy Dalton revenge game.
Okay.
I think that one thing, we saw Kamara make a comeback last week, and we'll probably pull up a clip where we talked last week about what was Kamara going to do, and I think Diesel said something along the lines of, but Kamara had a great game. Kamara really showed that he's still Alvin Kamara last week. I don't know if he's going to be 33, 43 points or anything, But I think that Bengals defense been real suspect as of late. I think that the Saints are hard-nosed. I think Joe Burrow is getting really pressured more than any other quarterback in the league, unless that changed
Their
last week.
O-line just still stinks.
They're terrible.
They addressed the O-line in the offseason. Like, oh shit, the Bengals like trying to run it back.
It's invest in the whole lineman.
Yeah, but they addressed them and then nothing really happened. So I think what we really need to look at is that there's one point to this game that I'm looking at, right? I think that the Saints have a couple X factors that are outside of the norm. Like Taysom Hill last week, I don't know if he's going to be like this tight end that everyone picked him up this week to be. Like every time I looked at the waiver wire, it's like Taysom Hill's so hot right now. Like I don't think he's going to be the tight end one or anything that people are asking him to be, but I think that he's going to continue to be an X factor until Jameis comes back. And there's two big question marks that I have for this game, and I don't know if it's going to completely change my pick, but Olave and Thomas are both questionable.
Wow.
If either of them play, I think that the Saints are going to win because I don't see the Bengals coming out hot. I think that the Saints are going to get up to an early lead, and the Bengals are going to be playing catch up, which is going to be great for Bengals wide receivers and some fantasy points for Mixon on the checkdowns and stuff. But I just don't think they pull it out.
Johnny, I got a quick timeout. Is there a way, do we know, can we ask the production team how to mute the comments? Like, is there any way that we can mute Carl Morgan right now? He wants to know who won the fantasy football matchup last week, and that comment, he's irritating me. He knows who won. You know who won? Carl Morgan.
Wait, do we know who won? Let's show the viewers. Rob, do you have something for us real quick?
No, we don't. We don't have that.
We don't? Rob, you sure? I think we might have something for us real quick.
If you guys are going to do me dirty like this, if this is going to pop up on here, then, I mean, come on, on my own show.
We might have talked offline about something to pop up real quick. I'm not sure if Rob's listening right now.
We're going to fucking... Could you guys hear that cartoon music earlier or no?
2 weeks, he has 16 catches for 206 yards and a touchdown for Josh Myers.
What the fuck is this?
What is that?
Oh shit! I don't know. Sorry.
What was that?
No, that was ESPN.
Felger and Maz real quick?
No, it was ESPN on my computer.
Hey, can we say the fucking Bears just did a fucking goal line? The Bears got stood up at the goal line.
That was amazing. Amazing goal line stand for the Bears. All right, wait. No, wasn't that for Washington?
No, Washington stood them up, so they shut down the Bears.
Love that. Let's talk about the fact that you guys both took. Hey, what's
holy shit? Wait a minute.
What's that?
Wait a minute.
What's that we got up on the screen right now? Dude, we got something up on the screen, dude. This is crazy. Is that my team blowing out Patty Iceman, the fucking returning champ?
I'm with the production team. That's not right. That's not right. That's not right.
Rob, I love you, bro. Thank you for popping that up. Yep,
hold on, Johnny. Go ahead, get it in. Are you done? Morgan, go ahead in the comments. Let me know when you guys are done. I would like to rebuttal myself and say something.
Morgan's got
Are you guys
done?
done?
You're gonna talk about him being the champion. It's all good. I just think that what have you done for me lately? I think we're looking right now at a clear blowout.
And the only ever champion in the league. Buddy, throw some respect on my name when you're talking to me, John.
The only champion in the league that has recently lost to Pick Flair. That's for sure. And I appreciate you for having that title.
Okay, you said two things there, and one just stood out a lot more to me. It was the word champion. Pick Flair. It was the word champion.
I don't know, dude. Look at those triceps on 15, though. That guy's a fucking beast, dude. And the sunglasses just kind of make the whole thing. But wow, what a score there. Thank you very much for that, Rob. I appreciate it. We'll link up next week for another thing.
I gotta admit, you waxed me. I guarantee to win, and here I am sitting here like a loser on my own show.
Hey, listen, I'm usually pretty humble in the matchups before we get into them because I think that every time I talk shit, I get my fucking ass kicked. So I was really hoping that happened because
I see another game I want to talk about here quickly. Diesel, you picked the Seahawks to beat the Cardinals, and I gotta admit that game. I was thinking about that game pick. for a couple minutes. Like I was kind of stuck on that.
Geno Smith, man, tough pick.
Yeah.
I like that pick.
They're at home, right? The Seahawks are at home.
Different at home.
Yeah, I think the problem that I see with their potential win is going to be, does Eno Benjamin blow up this week? Because James Conner's out. He's ruled out. So usually when you see like a James Conner out and Darrell Williams is still out, and they have an Eno Benjamin type kid player, I was not big on him to go into the season. Last week I saw him play and I was like, holy shit, this kid's got a little bit more spice than I thought he did. So are the Seahawks, being the 31st ranked team against the run, going to be able to deal with a player that they don't have much film on? So I'm a little worried about that. But at the same time, I kind of like your pick. It's the Seahawks at home. Geno's a top fucking quarterback in the league. There's not many people. Shout out Tim Walsh if he's in here watching this. He said it earlier. There's really like a handful of quarterbacks in fantasy right now that you can justify starting over Geno. And that is crazy to say at this point in the year.
That is bonkers. He's pretty bad.
He's pretty bad.
Pretty bad.
Pretty bad.
Terry McLaurin with a first down. Brian Robinson looking like a goddamn soldier out there. I don't think he has much
Morgan
stats
says
yet.
Geno
I don't
is
think he has
that
much stats
dude.
yet. He's getting Brian Robinson is getting the ball is all I can tell you.
Carl
Ben,
Morgan for tuning in. Also, he scored 221 points in our league last week. So fucking
Hey, shout out Carl, man, because Carl
he's
has
just a
had
great kid.
worse luck. Carl has had worse luck in my league this year than I probably had in Howe's league last year, which was even worse because he's putting up like top 3 points in the league every week and losing to one of the top 2 teams, which you hate to see, but you also kind of love to see because, like, Carl, shut the fuck up, dude. Calm the fuck down.
Quick little update on my league too. Diesel undefeated. That's kind of irritating me.
Wow.
Got to bounce back after Robbie finally got his championship ring over in your league.
Yep. Okay. You're kind of irritating me with that, Diesel. I'm not gonna lie.
Is there anyone else undefeated, or is Diesel the lone undefeated?
I think he's the only one.
No, Doobie.
Okay. Oh, even
wow,
worse,
2 undefeated teams in that league. You must have a bunch of freaking.
Here we go.
Oh, you guys
here comes Commissioner Pick Flair. Here you go.
Hey, Liz, but I'm a very giving commissioner. You know, I do what I listen. What did I do when Cam played me? Told me he had no service or something. He couldn't get Julio Jones out of the lineup or whatever.
He's for the people.
I put it to the people. Cam was playing me. I let him vote on it. Everyone said, "Hey, it's your team. Do what you want." I put Tony Pollard in for him, adjusted the lineup, and then I got my ass kicked only because of Tony Pollard. If that ain't a good commissioner, I don't know, dude.
That's tough.
It sucked. I think it was week 1 or week 2 too, and I remember like texting Cam during the game, being like, "I really just." Dude, he had like 18 and a half points or something, and I lost by like 6.
Robbie wants in.
Oh, were we looking for someone pick Flair? We were in your league.
Yeah, Cam.
Rob,
Cam
I thought you just liked one. I thought you just liked one league. That's what I thought.
I don't know if you want Robbie in that league. That's a monster.
I'll take him in there, bro. Hey, listen, it's the WFF League, which is the World Fantasy Federation, and I would like everyone to act like they are some type of wrestler or something, at least at some point in their life. Yep, you know what I mean? So I'll take you. I'll take you in there, Rob.
When we were at the draft, I literally fucking went to the top ropes and just fucking frog splashed Crow. See, that's how I got into the league.
As long as Rob keeps calling me behind the scenes to pull up little things that Nelson doesn't know about, I'm cool.
Fuck you, buddy. I'm going to have something for next week. I'm going to put you in a full Nelson next week, buddy. My grandfather taught me about the full Nelson, buddy. I'll literally put you to sleep.
I'll fucking put you in a Boston Crab, buddy. Bring you big Bill.
Look at those shades, dude.
I'll put both of you in the same walls of Jericho.
Look at those shades.
We could do the Scotty Too Hottie dance all over this fucking mat right now.
The worm.
Oh, yeah, buddy. Don't get me started on that group. Rikishi.
All right, fellas, what do you say? Any last takes on episode 9 here? We've got a really good week coming up on NFL football.
Yeah, this is going to be a good week of ball.
Yeah, I'm excited for this week. Cheers.
One last take.
Keep your shirt on this time, okay? Here he goes. Oh, end the episode. End the episode. Cut it.
I don't think he took it. That thing's been for a fucking couple days now.
Come on, dude. Put that thing in the wash. End the episode.
Let's go, boys.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody. We'll see you Tuesday, episode 10.
Don't be a fucking loser.
Fuck, bro.